I'm looking for something to verify that you're a U.S. Marshal.
Sir, what is your name?
Derry Lambert.
Okay, what district do you work out of?
Can I put your hands behind your back? So you're going to be arrested for impersonating a police officer, okay?
What's going on, y'all? Attorney Tom here. In today's video, I'm going to be reacting to body cam. Florida man arrested for pretending to be a U.S. Marshal from Law and Crime. Let's jump right into it.
Signal 67 injunction.
Hi.
Flight 6139.
623 formation. Plan. See your other hand for me? Where are you headed to? Okay. You have your driver's license on you? What's the deal with the purple lights? Yeah, they're purple tonight. Where are you headed to? A shooting in Miranda? Okay, 10th floor. Hey, sir. So, the vehicle is your vehicle, is that correct? Yeah.
Remember, a police officer can pull you over so long as they have reasonable suspicion that a crime or a traffic violation is being committed. Here, the text tells us that the initial traffic infraction was going through a stop sign or a red light using emergency sirens. And if you're not some sort of emergency personnel, you actually can't have these sirens and use them on a public road. Now, of course, if you're a U.S. Marshal, that's probably okay, but how does that police officer know, right? So he probably did, almost certainly had reasonable suspicion, and then it immediately appears that the car is registered in this person's personal name and not an entity like the U.S. Marshals.
I'm looking for something to verify that you're a U.S. Marshal, all right?
I went to voicemail, so I left him a message.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just hang tight with me
I
for a
got to go
minute.
back to shift in about 2 hours, so
Where's shift at? Where's
I
shift
got
at?
to get my car.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, hopefully we can get this resolved really quickly. All right, thanks. Hey, we got somebody on the phone who wants to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
Sir, what is your name?
Derry Lambert.
Okay, what district do you work out of?
I work out of Texas, but they got me down. They got me down in Florida right now, looking into Marion Oaks. There's two gangs out there that are riding on a four-wheeler with a pole on it.
All of this, him trying to weasel his way out, talk his way out, is only making this infinitely worse.
People's houses.
Okay,
And they got a call, so I chase.
Work out of?
What's that?
What district in Texas do you work out of?
Dallas.
Okay.
My second
I
house.
understand that's a federal crime. You
Yeah,
understand,
exactly. I know exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
All right,
I
just,
got red bugs out in the weeds when I was asleep.
I'm sorry?
I was telling him, what's out in the weeds? I got red bugs. Eat me up chasing a guy through the forest the other night.
All right, do me a favor. Just go ahead and turn around for me. Can I put your hands behind your back?
For what?
I'll explain it to you.
I've been the rest of my life.
Well,
My phone was on mine.
all right. So you're going to be arrested for impersonating a police officer, okay? I'm going to go ahead and read this to you, okay? All right. And who do you work for? Who are you employed by?
United States Marshal.
Okay, something very important just happened. He was arrested, and then he was read his Miranda rights, meaning they already have probable cause. They are going to take him to jail. Now, he is arrested, he's being investigated, and because he's being investigated after he has been arrested, they have to read him his Miranda rights. At this point in time, you should zip it. You should just ask for a lawyer, regardless of your situation. Anything you say in court can and will be used against you, and this will all definitely be used against him. Additionally, the U.S. Marshals is a federal institution, so it's not just a state crime that he's committing. He's not just impersonating a Florida police officer. He is impersonating a federal agent. This is a federal crime. If you're him in this situation, you need to zip it.
You told me that you don't have your credentials with you, but they're in your
My Charger.
Charger, a work vehicle.
Right.
Okay. Who's the Charger registered to?
It's registered to the Marshal Service.
Marshals. Okay.
That's my personal vehicle.
So why would the marshals outfit your personal vehicle with lights and sirens?
In Texas, it's not like here.
Okay.
You don't have cars like this.
You have a Florida
trucks.
tag.
I know.
He has a Florida tag and he's wearing a Buccaneers shirt. Any self-respecting Texan like myself is not gonna wear a Buccaneers shirt. Come on, dude.
I know. Turn the knob on. Now flip it all around.
Hey, how long you worked for the U.S. Marshals?
About 3 years.
3 years? Okay.
Going on it.
I'm sorry?
I'm finishing up at Votech with Lacucci right now to go to work for Marion County. So,
To do what?
be a cop. Yeah. Coming down the road, get a call on my cell phone. Hey, they see the four-wheeler out there on the drone. Can you come help us?
Who's that?
So,
Who called you?
They literally brought a U.S. Marshal. It's like you're telling a lie and you get so deep into it, you can't stop now, even though you should.
If you look through my phone, you'll see the 941 area code.
By squad, what do you mean by squad?
They sent 3 or 4 of us down here,
Who is they?
the Rangers.
The Rangers? Which Rangers? Like the baseball team?
No. Oh, no.
Okay, so what Rangers?
The Marshals.
The Marshals?
Yeah.
So what, where do you work out of Texas?
Dallas.
Dallas?
Yes.
What's your district?
District. What do you mean?
Well,
We just
if
have
you're
a headquarters.
if you're a U.S. Marshal,
It's
you
called
would know your district.
641.
641? Okay.
That's our squad.
Okay.
But there's only a few of us here.
A few of you? Would I be one of those?
No.
I'm not a U.S. Marshal?
I don't know. I see a badge.
Well, here's my credentials. I am actually a Special Deputy U.S. Marshal.
Yeah.
Here are my credentials.
Yeah. Mine are in my car.
These, your credentials like this are in there.
I have one just identically to that.
Okay. I would say probably not. Because I'm asking you very easy questions to be able to identify yourself, and you're not. Who's your supervisor out of Texas?
My supervisor?
Yes, sir. Your direct supervisor.
At any point, well, it's already bad. We already know it's bad, right? But at any point, I will not be speaking unless I have my lawyer present. That's all you have to say. Zip it. You know, you're only making it worse.
Jim Willis.
Jim Willis?
Yeah.
What do you do for the United States Marshals?
Well, I normally just do raids.
Raids?
Yeah.
And who do you work for?
I just told you twice.
Like, okay, so where do you work for the Fugitive Task Force? Do you work for the District Marshals?
No,
Who do you work for?
I work for the task force.
You work for the task
Like
force?
people running, we do raids. All I do is raids.
Okay, listen to me for just a second. I'm going to give you a little bit of an out or whatever.
Right.
I know you're not a U.S. Marshal. I'm a U.S. Marshal.
Right.
I know for a fact, 100%, you are not with the U.S. Marshals. Okay?
Okay.
So I would just want to know why you would try to identify as a U.S. Marshal. Was it to, like, get around traffic?
No.
Okay, so what were you trying to do?
I told you twice. I was responding to a call.
With the U.S. Marshals?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't know about the drones out there flying over?
So there's nothing like that.
The gall to think that you can keep going and spoof a real U.S. Marshal.
I'm gonna give you a little tip, pro tip. Okay? There's only 3 of us in this county. You are not one of the other 2.
Real quick, I just wanted to say that Attorney Tom / Attorney Reacts content is now on Spotify. We just launched a partnered show, link in the description. Go check it out. Now, back to the video. All right, so let's look at the charges. false impersonation of a law enforcement officer, unlawful use of blue lights, unlawful use of a badge, possession of a firearm in the commission of a felony. That's a very interesting one because impersonating an officer is a felony and he had a firearm on with him. That's an aggravating factor. That's not good. Possession of diazepam. I assume that's drug. I don't know. Introduction of contraband to a detention facility. Lambert was arrested, taken to the Marion County Jail. Okay. Yeah, this is not great. Okay, so what do we learn from a criminal procedure perspective? First, if you're using emergency lights, it is almost certainly reasonable suspicion to be pulled over by a legitimate police force. Second, if you get pulled over for emergency lights, don't double down or triple down or quadruple down with some crazy story. Don't flash a fake credentialed badge. Don't say that you're part of a federal agency. It's not good. It's not good. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye.
Big verdict.